He Got Game is an all-time classic film that follows the life of the prodigy of Jesus Shuttlesworth out of Coney Island, New York. But the one beef that I had with this movie is that we never got to see Jesus Shuttlesworth make it to the NBA and live out his full potential. And that's exactly what we're aiming to do in this video. We're going to play out his entire NBA career. I made Jesus Shuttlesworth at 99 overall because why not? He was expected to completely dominate the league. And of course he has to rock to number 34 and have on the bread 13 just like his father Jake did in the movie. And it only felt right that we start off his legendary career back home with the New York Knicks. Can he do something that hasn't been done in decades? And that's lead the Knicks to a championship. Look at this roster. Jesus, Allen Houston, Latrell Sprewell. Is he going to be able to lead this team to a title? What better era to start in than the Kobe era, the early 2000s? And we're kicking off his first career game with a 64-point performance against the Detroit Pistons, 24-38. Jesus is starting his career amongst the legends already. He's looking like the next coming of, well, Jesus. Goodness gracious, 64 points. The league is in trouble. He's putting everybody on notice. He's living up to the hype. This guy right here is going to be gunning for MVP, all-star selections, defensive player of the year. Can't wait to see what his career is going to look like. And after fast forwarding, look at that. He gets his MVP as a rookie, 31, 15, and 10 with 2.5 steals and 3 blocks per game. This guy is ridiculous. And he got defensive player of the year as a rookie. If you ask me, he is already a Hall of Famer. And now we're going to be getting ready for the playoffs. I mean, the difference that he's made for the New York Knicks in just one season is insane. This team went from 30-52 to the #1 team in the NBA just because they got Jesus on their side. I guess the power of prayer works for the New York Knicks. And it's time for Jesus's NBA playoff debut. We're going to get a game against the Sixers, and he drops 37, 16, and 10 in his very first playoff game. We're destined for greatness. And we seem to be dominating the Sixers in this, and we're going to simulate it, and we go ahead and get the sweep. This was a real easy series for us. And now we got the Pacers coming up in the next round. And they're no problem for us either. We get another sweep. We're just running through the East right now. Maybe I spoke too soon. I mean, Jesus did everything he needed to do, but what is going on? How did we end up losing this game at home? We have to see what happened here. Oh, look, it was Jason Kidd. We allowed him to get 43 points. Has Jason Kidd ever scored 43 points in his career? That has to be career high, 43 and 14. We're not going to beat them if we let that happen. But that's all right. We made sure that the Nets never won another game. We basically gave them a gentleman's sweep, 4-1. And Jesus is already in the finals in his rookie year. And the Kings take game 1. Apparently a 20-point triple-double by Jesus is not enough to win games. We have to score at least 30 or more if we're going to beat a team like this. And with a 3-2 series lead, we're going to jump into the game to see if Jesus can close out the Kings and bring a championship to New York and cement himself as a Knicks legend. So what we see here is that we have the ball. We're down 6 with 2.5 minutes left, and we're going to see if Jesus can give us some form of a miracle here so we can win our very first NBA championship. He gets wide open, but nobody kicks him the rock. What is going on here? Is this some form of rookie hazing? But Ward gets the wide open 3, and he clanks it. The Kings get the rebound. They're going to push it. He's going to push it to the corner. Chris Webber gets the ball, but he misses the bunny. We get the rebound. We're gonna push the rock. We only have 2 minutes to go to make something happen. Jesus wide open, and he's hitting it from 3. Let's go. Jesus has given us a miracle right now. And if I'm Jesus in this timeout, I'm telling everybody on my team, nobody gets the rock but me. I don't trust anyone else to do anything positive right now. So the timeout is over. We're back in play. All we need is one stop to give Jesus a chance to seal the deal, or at least tie the game up. So he's on Doug Christie. Doug Christie's not going to be able to do anything with Jesus. Defensive player of the year. Mike Bibby has the rock. What? He's going one-on-one? What kind of hot step? He gets the and one on us, and that just might have put the game away. Mike Bibby coming through clutch against us. What is Jesus going to do now? We don't know. We fouled Mike Bibby and sent him straight to the line. He's only got 14 points. We still got a minute and 40 seconds to go to make something happen. And if Jesus doesn't get the rock on this most important possession of the game, the fans should riot. The fans should riot in New York. We know what happens when they win. We definitely know what happens when they lose. What is going on? What is this possession? Latrell Sprewell tries to drive. There's only 4 on the they're giving me a grenade. Why am I doing a step back? Oh, he banks it off the glass. We have a minute and 14 seconds to go. We need to get a stop. We need to get 2 stops, really. Can we do anything against Chris Webber and the Knicks? Mike Bibby. Oh, we got the steal. Push it. Push it. Where's Jesus? No. Latrell. What is that? No, that is not the shot that we needed. I think this game just might be over. Why are we not fouling? I don't understand why we're not fouling right now. We need to foul. Foul. There it is. I understand you want to foul the worst free throw shooter on their squad, but at this point in time, you've burned so much time. What a waste. Should have fouled a lot sooner. But we send Vlade to the line, and if he can knock down these clutch free throws, he's going to put the game away, and I'd hate for that to happen. Not like this. Not like this. And the first one goes up, and it's in there, and I think that just put the game away. Let's see if he can make the second one and maybe give us a little bit of life if he misses it. And he makes both of them, and just like that, this game is over. Or so I thought. Jesus still gets the ball, and he says, have faith as small as a mustard seed, and he knocks it in from deep. Oh my God, he pulls up from 50 just to get us within 3. We don't have to foul now. We just have to play good defense and maybe get a stop. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? They're going to run down as much clock as possible. Just hands up. Don't foul it. We foul. What are we doing? Antonio McDyess is selling right now. FanDuel wasn't around back then, but if it was, I would say that he's point shaving. Oh my goodness. This should not be happening. But Chris Webber misses the first free throw. He's not clutch. Remember when he tried to call a timeout and their team didn't have any timeouts? This is a recurring theme for him. But if he can miss another one, we're going to put all of it into Jesus' hands and see if he can carry us to the promised land. One more free throw for Chris Webber, and he misses it. No, he knocks it in. He gets the friendly bounce. What can Jesus do for you in this next possession? We got the ball. Jesus is wide open. Why are you waiting so late to throw it to him? He's got it. He's going for the easy 2. Easy bucket. Why is there no foul there? Doesn't matter. Get back. Play some defense. We need a steal here. We need a stop, and we got to get the foul. We're just going to be playing the foul game the rest of the way. We took our L, and now the series is tied 3-3. We got game 7 back in New York, back in the Garden. You can already imagine how crazy it's going to be. And we are going to jump into this game again to see if Jesus can carry this squad to a game 7 victory to get this first championship in New York and the first championship for the Knicks in God knows how long. Okay, we got game 7 in the Garden. They have the rock, down 5 with a minute 40 to go. They throw it in, but they throw it into traffic, and Isley gets the steal. We're going to push it. Slow it down. We just need to slow it down. We don't need to take any. Yes, give it to Jesus. What are we doing? Why are we shooting it from the parking lot? That's a terrible shot. Jesus, what is going on? But that's okay. It's all right. We're going to play some lockdown defense here. Chris Webber's not going to score on us. We're Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, no, we locked that up. We're going to lock that up. We're going to push the pace, and we're going to slow it down. We're going to slow it down. No need to take any crazy shots. just because you're open. Oh, he does it again. Oh, he knocks it in. Jesus wanted to put it away. Jesus is baptizing the Kings right now. He wants this championship bad, and he's going to get it. And we're going to get the foul. Why are we fouling there? I don't know. All he had to do was put his hands up. We locked him down the first time. We could have locked him down again. But we're sending Chris Webber to the line. Will Chris Webber knock down these free throws? We're just going to have to watch and see. But even if he does make these free throws, we're still going to be up 6 points with 55 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to foul us if they even want a chance to stay in this game. So the first one is up, and he makes the first one. That is okay. I remember I told you he's not clutch, and he misses the second one. We get the board. Sprewell has it. He shouldn't. Find Jesus. You need to find Jesus right now. Where is he? Well, we're just going to hold the ball. I guess it's okay. Here he is coming off the cut. Oh, he's going to go. Is he going to drive? What is he doing? Ward puts it up. Oh, but Jesus gets the rebound, and he gets fouled. He wants it. He wants this championship for the New York Knicks. And the entire city can feel it right now that we're going to get a championship, something we haven't had in so many years. And it's all thanks to Jesus himself. He knocks down the first free throw. He only has one more to go. Can he knock it in and put this away? He absolutely does. And the Knicks look like they're going to win their first championship in so many years. All we have to do is get one more stop. The clock is running out. Mike Bibby doesn't want to shoot it. He gives it to Chris Webber. He can't shoot it. He's being locked up. And we get the steal. Jesus has the ball. Oh, this game is over, everybody. We're going to win a championship in Jesus' first year with the New York Knicks. I can't believe it. His rookie year, he's completely dominated. This is one of the best basketball seasons in NBA history. All thanks to Jesus.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed. This is one of those moments these players will never forget. And we've enjoyed bringing you every minute of the action here on 2K Sports. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next season.
And to cap it all off, he's going to get the Finals MVP. If only Jake Shuttlesworth himself could see what his son is doing. This right here is what legends are made of. So the Knicks win the championship, and Jesus gets Finals MVP as he dominates all throughout the playoffs. But the real question is this a fluke? Is this something he can do again? Can he lead the Knicks back to the promised land once again? Season 2 is upon us. Let's see what roster improvements we made so we can make another title run. Wait a minute. What is this? Allen Houston? Thomas Sprewell? Where's Jesus? We're looking for Jesus right now. Don't tell me the Knicks were crazy enough to not re-sign him. And I'm guessing that's exactly what happened. The Knicks are gonna Knicks. And he signed with the Denver Nuggets. He's gonna be playing alongside Gilbert Arenas and Carmelo Anthony this year. Say it ain't so. The New York Knicks don't know when they have a good thing going, but this is what happened. Now we got Gilbert Arenas, Marcus Camby, Carmelo Anthony, and Nene. There's no way we don't win multiple titles. A new year, another MVP with my new squad. I can't believe that the Knicks will let me go. Oh, look at LeBron James. He gets Rookie of the Year, and he got drafted by the Blazers. He didn't go to Cleveland. He went to Portland with Bonzi Wells on his squad. I can't believe this. You know, this is the thing that I like about playing this. when you're playing the My League, you never know what player's going to end up where. Can you imagine if LeBron James actually ended up in Portland and not Cleveland? Oh, that would have changed the course of history forever. He probably still would have left because he would have been playing in the West instead of the East. But regardless, so we're in the playoffs once again, and we're in a dogfight with the Grizzlies. And you know it's a problem when Juwan Howard is our leading scorer. What is going on here? We have Jesus, Gilbert Arenas, and Carmelo Anthony. Something is off about this right now. But then we bounce back in game 2, and Juwan Howard is still our leading scorer. But this time, other players showed up to win that game. And the series is tied 2-2. We are really in a dogfight. 3-2 now. It's 3-3. We got a game 7 in Denver. What are we going to do about this? Is Juwan Howard going to lead the way once again? Or is Jesus finally going to show up? We've been waiting for him for over 2,000 years. What is he going to do against the Grizzlies? Oh, I don't think this is going to be much of a game at all. This turns out to be a blowout. So we're going to get past the Grizzlies. Jesus did show up 37, 20, and 11. Gilbert Arenas 30 points. This is prime Gil, by the way. So we got the Pistons. Who's even on this Pistons squad? You know what? It doesn't matter. We take a 3-2 lead. We're going to see if we can finally close this team out so Jesus can get his second championship in just as many years. And it looks like it's going to be a blowout. They stood no chance. We put up 135 in a game 7. Jesus showed up with a 35-point triple-double. He is amazing. Another championship. I still can't believe that the Knicks gave him up, but we got our finals MVP 30, 12, and 11 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. In my 3rd year in the NBA, I got my 3rd MVP. I'm feeling unstoppable with this Nugget squad. Devin Harris gets Rookie of the Year with the Bobcats. Andre Miller's 6th Man of the Year. And look at that, another Defensive Player of the Year for Jesus. We are going on a tear early on in our career. Unfortunately, we are down 2-0 to the Utah Jazz. What could be going on with us? Is somebody hurt? Do they have a legend on their team? These are questions that I have to ask, because with a squad as legit as ours, things like this shouldn't happen. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in, because if we lose this game, we are going to be in some serious trouble. We got a tie ball game here. 92-92. Utah has the ball. All we need is to stop, and I feel like we can win this game. But it looks like the Jazz have Steve Nash on their team. Imagine if you actually went there instead of the Phoenix Suns. But it doesn't matter. Jesus is guarding him. He's locking him up. Steve Nash is not getting past him. We're going to shut that down. We're going to get the board. We can push it. We can put this game away. Nobody's in front of us. We're pulling from the parking lot. Oh my God, why would we do that? But Melo has it. Gets the clutch bucket just like Melo is known to do. Big time players make big time plays. So we got a minute and a half left to get another stop to really put this away so we can get on to the finals. And I don't think Steve Nash is going to be able to get... Oh, he got past me. He got a good screen, but he missed it. Oh, Jesus has the ball. Okay, slow it down. What are we doing? Why are we shooting the ball from way out there? We need to be holding the ball. Jesus is selling right now. He's selling right now. I don't understand why he would make plays like that. He doesn't want to win this game. He doesn't want to win this game. But we can get a stop here. He's driving. We're going to get... Oh, they get a clutch bucket to tie the game up. I'm putting all that on Jesus's back like when he had to carry the cross. So we're going to slow it down. 45 seconds left on the clock. Now, I don't mind this shot. Knocked down. Clutch bucket from Jesus. These are the moments that he was made for. This is why he's here. No wonder why they won the championship so easily last season. But Steve Nash does not care about any of that. He's coming down and getting clutch buckets of his own. But Melo has the ball now. All we have to do is hold it for a little bit and make sure they foul us, and he's gonna... Oh, we thought that was gonna be going in. He's going to the free throw line. Melo being as clutch as he is, I can't see him missing these free throws. And as long as Melo makes both of these, this is going to be a 3-point game. And if we can play some lockdown defense, protect the 3-point line, we will walk out of here with a W and live to play a game 4 and not be down 3-0, but instead 2-1. If we can win this game, we have some life left, and we're going to put the ball in Jesus's hands and have him carry us the entire way. And Steve Nash is going to get the rock here. We can play some good defense on him. Oh, he gets a good screen right here, and he gets a wide open look, but he fades and misses it. We get the board. Marcus Camby is fouled, and that's really going to do it for us. Even after all that drama in game 3, we still end up going down 3-1, and we have a must-win game here in Denver. We're eventually going to end up hopping into this one to see if we can actually keep the series alive and not lose in the first round. No way are we getting bounced in the first round. We got Burke at the free throw line. He knocks down the first one to cut it to 2. He's got one more free throw coming up to hopefully cut it down to 1 so we can make a possible run at this to not get eliminated in the first round. He knocks down the second one. It's time to play some clutch defense. Steve Nash has the ball. Can anybody guard this guy today? Can we lock him up, make him take a tough shot? He's gonna go. He's got a wide open look. He fades and he misses, and we get the board. Give it to Melo. Go, Melo, go. We need you to go. He's driving and he gets fouled at the line. Wow, we have a chance. One thing I want to know is, where's Jesus? Why is he not on the court right now? We need him the most, and that's because he fouled out. He fouled out of the game. It's all up to Melo. And Melo has to be extremely clutch for us right now because we're missing not only Jesus Shuttlesworth, but Gilbert Arenas as well. So he's going to get the first free throw. He's going to not make it. Oh, no. No, so the best we can do is tie it. This is not what we need right now. We need Melo to put the team on his back for 36 seconds. He's got his second free throw coming up. Come on, Melo. We need this one bad if we want to make it to game 6. He puts it up and he makes it. It rattles in. We didn't like the way that one looked, but it doesn't matter. A point's a point. Steve Nash has the ball with 33 seconds to go. Is anyone going to try to lock up Steve Nash, or are we going to let him get a clutch jumper off? I hope it's not that. Okay, he gets the screen. He's gone. He gets a wide open look and knocks it in. Oh my goodness. Steve Nash coming up clutch on the road. Game 5 of the playoffs. They're up 2 with 21 seconds to go. It all falls on Melo's back. This is a situation that he should be used to, at least in real life. Melo was clutch in real life. But can he be clutch in 2K? That is the question. So Melo, he's going to get open. Get him the rock. Why does Melo not have the ball? He has it now. 19 seconds left. He's wide open and he misses it. No, we have to foul. Oh, Melo got such a good look. It was early in the shot clock, but I don't think he was going to get a better look than that. We send Tony Kukoc to the line. He knocks down the first. It's not over yet. He can miss one free throw here. If he does, we're still in the game, and it's up, and it's in, and I believe that's going to do it for this one. And Jesus gets bounced in the first round for the first time in his young NBA career. We can't believe it. So we're going to simulate it all the way through, and the Magic are going to win their championship. And Tracy McGrady is going to get his first ring and Finals MVP. Much deserved. I wish it would have happened in real life. And in season 4 of Jesus Shuttlesworth's young career, we get another MVP. Chris Paul is on the Timberwolves and gets Rookie of the Year. And of course, we get another Defensive Player of the Year award. This career for Jesus is already shaping up to be a Hall of Fame career. And Dwayne Wade gets Most Improved Player? How? And can you imagine if Dwayne Wade went to Cleveland instead of LeBron? But he only averaged 2 more points. So how did he get Most Improved Player? I swear the game is rigged. It doesn't make any sense to me. But Dwayne Wade ends up in Cleveland and not Miami. And look at this. We get the Jazz once again in the first round. This is all about revenge for us. We take an easy 2-0 lead, an easy 3-0 lead. Are we going to get the sweep? And we absolutely do. Talk about hating a team. Now we have the Grizzlies. We're going up against Prime Pau Gasol, Sean Marion, Jason Williams. Honestly, I don't see how this team can even compete with us. I mean, our big three looks like we could be unstoppable. As I say that, we beat them 4-1 and give them the good old gentleman's sweep. And Jesus dominates once again. But now we're going to get ready for the Lakers. We're going to go up against Kobe Bryant, Josh Smith, Shaq. This right here could be the series that decides who is going to be the NBA champion. But I think Jesus is ready to take them on. And never bet against Jesus. We get the 4-0 sweep against that version of the Lakers. That's actually the version of the Lakers where Shaq was about ready to get on out of there and going down to Miami. But we get the Detroit Pistons. We have Chauncey Billups, Josh Childress, who was supposed to have a great career, by the way, but got derailed by injury. Ben Wallace, Defensive Player of the Year type Ben Wallace, I might add. I think we are going to completely dominate this team, though. I don't think they have enough to handle us. We're so top heavy that we can't be beaten. And as I say that, we're up 3-0 against the Pistons. No way do we lose a game against these guys. We should go ahead and sweep them, and we do. We sweep them and we win the championship, our second championship for the Nuggets. I averaged 30, 14, and 9. Jesus is the king. Now in season 5, I want to take a look at our roster because though we are pretty top heavy as far as Jesus, Melo, and Arenas goes, we don't really have much help anywhere else. And I feel like this is going to pose a problem for us as we make our title run. But I get another MVP, so that's always a positive. Andre Bargnani got Rookie of the Year. I don't know if Kenny Satterfield is even a real player, but I got another Defensive Player of the Year award, so there's that. Now we're going to get ready for the playoffs. And we're going up against the Spurs with prime Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. But honestly, this team shouldn't win a game either. Though we're very top heavy, none of us can be guarded. We're going to destroy this team. And just as prophesied, we're going to sweep these guys 4-0. This was real easy work. And we're going to move on and play against the Timberwolves. Funny enough, we got the actual playoffs going on while I'm recording this, and the Pacers are getting destroyed by the OKC Thunder in Game 5. But anyway, back to the game. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can sweep these boys too, like we did the Spurs. And after taking a 3-0 lead, that's exactly what we do. We sweep them, got them done in 4. We might just make a whole run through the playoffs. It doesn't seem like anybody's going to be able to stop us this year, especially if Jesus is going to average a 30-point triple-double. But look at what we have here. We have an opportunity to go up against the Phoenix Suns once again and get our revenge on them because they took us out last year. I believe Jesus got hurt or fouled out, something like that. But we got a chance to get our lick back on these boys. So much for running through the entire West. We're going to a Game 7 against the Phoenix Suns. They're not going to make it easy on us. And we're going back and forth in this game. And of course, we're going to have to end up jumping into it because this right here is a nail biter. No way are we going to allow them to send us home once again in back-to-back seasons. We get the ball with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. We have to make something shake. We're on our home court. No way can we allow the Phoenix Suns to get rid of us. Gilbert Arenas is going to take it. He's going to get it sent by Amari. So Marbury has the ball. They're going to slow it down with 1 minute left. And they're up 3. We have to get a stop here or else we're going home once again, back-to-back years. And they're going to talk bad about Jesus for the rest of the offseason. Can he get it done? Even though he already has a couple championships under his belt. We got a 3-shot. Oh, and he knocks it in a clutch 3 right in our face. Quentin Richardson looks like he's putting the game away. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a little nervous right now. We're down 6 with 49 seconds to go, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be a good one for us. Looks like we might end up getting sent back home. Arenas goes through, gets the easy layup though. Now we gotta do is get a stop. If we can get a stop here, we are still alive. We're only down 4. we do have to foul. It only makes sense for us to foul in this moment. We gotta hope that Quentin Richardson misses at least one. Oh, they're not shooting free throws. I thought they were in the bonus. They're not in the bonus. Are we gonna foul again? We're not fouling. Why are we not fouling? Why did we foul the first time? I don't understand this coaching. What is going on here? Okay, now we're gonna foul. We're gonna foul Dwight Howard, but we lost so much time there. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But since Dwight Howard is the one shooting free throws, maybe he'll miss one, maybe he'll miss both. He's not known for being a great free throw shooter. So let's watch and see what happens here. The first one is up. And it's in. Of course it's in. That's 2K for you. And Dwight Howard all of a sudden is clutch. Here's another one. And it's out. Oh, we have a chance. We're only down 5. Push it. We got to push the ball. Jesus puts it up and splash. Let's go. We're only down 2 with 28 to go. We don't have to foul. We can just play solid defense and maybe get a turnover. Hopefully we get the turnover. Maybe they'll take a bad shot. Who knows? But Gilbert Arenas is not playing good defense right now. He's backing up. What are they going to do here? Who's getting open? I don't see what's going on here. Don't go under the screen. Oh no! And just like that, there goes our season once again. How did Amari Stoudemire get wide open for a layup? We just blew it, and just like that, our season is now over. Unless Jesus can find one way to keep our season alive with 4 seconds left on the clock, maybe he can give us a miracle. He pump fakes, he puts up the deep 3, he knocks it in. They call a timeout. Can you believe it? Can you believe that we was able to knock that in? Now we have to foul. I think we have a timeout left. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we can get another miracle to happen. We do have a second left on the clock. They're going to pass it in. Can we get the steal? No, but we foul immediately. 0.9 seconds left on the clock. We're going to send Stephon Marbury to the line. Maybe he'll miss it. Maybe he'll miss them both. Maybe he'll make one. Who knows? The opportunity for us to still come down here and score that's what's on the line right now. And he gets the first one. He's got another one. He puts the second one up. He makes it. Do we have any timeouts left? We don't have any timeouts left, so we have to just heave it, and that's going to end our season right there. And we can't believe it. Another year that we don't make it to the championship. Now we have to watch them celebrate on our floor. The Phoenix Suns have our number. I cannot believe it. How are we going to bounce back from this next season? I mean, it's bad enough that we let Dwight Howard go off and Amari Stoudemire, but Stephon Marbury had 22 and 14. We weren't meant to win this game. The only positive to come out of this is that they didn't win the championship and the Pistons did. Shout out to Chauncey Billups for putting up 30 in the finals against this team. Another season in the books, and we have a roster update. We got Hedo Turkoglu on the squad and Jeremy Pargo. So we got a little bit more scoring for this squad. I'm a little bit excited to see what we can do in the playoffs this year. Maybe we can make it to the finals. And I get another 26, 14, and 8, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Kevin Durant gets Rookie of the Year, and he's on the Bulls? Oh, man, can you imagine if he went there? And he has Kyle Lowry on his team, which means the Bulls are legit going to be a dynasty. Jesus Shuttlesworth gets Defensive Player of the Year again. Surprise, surprise. And as we take a 3-0 lead against the Kings, I want to see what Hedo Turkoglu has been doing for us. And from the looks of it, it hasn't been much. Giving us 7 points in the playoffs, the high hopes that I had for him are quickly dwindling. But that's okay, because we're going to make quick work of the Kings, get the 4-0 sweep, and we're going to be facing LeBron James and the Portland Trail Blazers. And to no one's surprise, we are up 4-0 on LeBron. LeBron has been known to get swept in his career, so this is not surprising to me. He put up good numbers, but it doesn't matter. He's out of there. He's going home. After making quick work of the Rockets, we make it to the finals once again to take on the 76ers. And look at this roster. They got Rondo, Iverson, Dunleavy, Elton Brand, Charlie Villanueva. When's the last time you heard that name? But no, I don't think this team should be any problem for us whatsoever. I may have spoken too soon. We have a Game 7 in the finals against the 76ers. Allen Iverson has been a problem for us this entire series, but that's okay. I have a feeling we're all going to show up when it comes to this game 7. We're going to jump into this game and see if we can actually put them away and bring another championship to Denver. So they have the ball here with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. And I'm on Iverson. Why not put Defensive Player of the Year on their team's best player? And he gets the block. And we're running. We're running. Give Jesus the ball. Post him up. Do something. Oh, with the alley-oop. We're really going to put this game away. We got a 6-point lead with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go. Iverson has the ball. Jesus is looking to put the clamps on him. And they're looking to maybe set a screen for him. They do, and he gets it. What is Jesus going to do? Iverson, oh, he gets stopped. Oh my gosh, there's 2 plays in a row that Jesus puts the clamps on Iverson, and there's nothing he can do about it. We're just going to slow it down. Arenas has it. He pulls a deep 3, and he puts the nail in the coffin. That right there is going to put the game away. We are going to get a championship in Denver. Wow. After back-to-back unsuccessful seasons, this is what we get. We get ourselves another ring to add to Jesus Shuttlesworth career, and we get the steal. We're just putting the icing on the cake right now. All we have to do is dribble the clock out. Melo, why are you taking a jumper? That is Carmelo for you right there. Classic Carmelo. He sees an open look. He's going to take it. No need for him to take that shot, but they miss. Melo gets the ball, gives it to Jesus. Who else should have the ball right now besides Jesus? Dribble it out, and just like that, we are champions once again. And just like that, the Nuggets win the championship, and Jesus is the Finals MVP once again. He didn't have a great series by looking at these numbers, but it doesn't matter. He did what he needed to do to win. And we start the next season, got another MVP. Surprise, surprise. He's got the most blocks that I think he's ever had in a season, by the way, with 3 blocks a game. That is insane. Russell Westbrook to the Grizzlies. He got Rookie of the Year. I got Defensive Player of the Year. That shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. And Paul Millsap, Most Improved Player. And as we enter the playoffs, we make quick work of the Portland Trail Blazers, and we run into our old foes, the Phoenix Suns. We take a 3-0 lead on them, so I decide that we're going to simulate this, only for us not to be able to close out this game. How do we not close it? We choke in game 4. We could have got the sweep on these guys. From the looks of things, Amari Stoudemire is actually injured, so I highly doubt that they are going to win another game. Which happened to be true, which led to us winning another title this year against the 76ers. They made it back. We got a rivalry with them. They couldn't beat us. It doesn't matter. And Jesus Shuttlesworth wins another Finals MVP. Let's take a look at this roster and see how we improved once again to make another title run. Come on, man, not again. Melo, Arenas, Robin Lopez. I don't see Jesus at all. What is going on? Don't tell me Jesus gives another team success and they don't want to pay him, so they let him walk. This can't be life. Let's see what team he's on now. And from the looks of things, Jesus has signed with the New Orleans Hornets. This is where the careers go to die. Oh my goodness. I mean, let's be real here. Let's take a look at this roster. We have Brandon Jennings, Andre Karolinko, Adam Morrison, DeAndre Jordan. Oh no. Oh man, Jesus' days of actually winning a championship may be all behind him. Hey, we do have Patrick Beverley though. So we have 2 podcasters on this team. This can't be life. It's so funny to me seeing Adam Morrison be at 88 overall, because in real life, he was that dude at Gonzaga. But he was horrendous in the NBA. Such high expectations, and he did absolutely nothing. So I find it really hilarious that he got an 88 overall on this squad. Maybe we can do something with that. I do get another MVP. I've lost count of how many of these things that I've got, but it doesn't matter if I can't lead us to a championship. And Stephen Curry gets Rookie of the Year for the Detroit Pistons. Can you believe that? He's not on Golden State this year. They fumbled that. I do get Defensive Player of the Year, and Russell Westbrook gets Most Improved after winning Rookie of the Year himself. We make easy work in the Spurs in the first round, but we're going to run into LeBron James once again. And it's a little different for me this time because I don't have two Hall of Fame players on my squad. It's just me and Brandon Jennings. And the series is tied 2-2. And for some reason, Jesus is nowhere to be found. Adam Morrison put up 29, though. I don't think he ever had 29 points in a game, but that is besides the point here. Where is Jesus? Why is he not playing in this game? We get the worst news possible. We are out for the remainder of the playoffs with a torn right calf. And since this injury has happened, this means that we are not going to win another game in these playoffs. I can't believe it. This is our very first injury of our young career. But the fact that we were able to drag this team to the playoffs is an accomplishment upon itself. And it looks like LeBron James is going to get his very first ring. Finally, he gets his ring that he's been trying to get, and he didn't have to leave his team to go and get it. And he got Finals MVP. That is not a surprise to anyone, though. Ironically enough, we are entering into the LeBron era. We are officially in the 2010s. And I feel as though we dominated the Kobe era. We won all of our championships during that time. Now we got to see if we can dominate this era. But first, we have to see what the front office did with this roster. You still got me, Andre Karolinko. Adam Morrison is a 90 overall. Brandon Jennings didn't get any better, but he's going to be our starting point guard. Patrick Beverley actually got worse. That means that man is on his way to China. One major move that we did make for this team is we went and got Josh Smith, and that's a good move for us. We did need another athletic big on our squad. New year, another MVP. I shouldn't be too surprised. Eric Bledsoe on the Lakers got Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash is Sixth Man of the Year. There's no slowdown for him. He's been really consistent throughout his entire career, even in this simulation. LeBron James got Defensive Player of the Year. This right here is really frustrating because my numbers are better than his, and I don't understand why I didn't get it. Is there voter fatigue? That's the only thing that can make sense here. They have to have voter fatigue. Next, they're going to be taking away my MVPs. And somehow James Harden is getting Most Improved Player? Well, yeah, he deserved it. 7 more points a game, and this is not even prime James Harden. I did get first team all NBA. That's not the part that I really want to show you right here. The fact is that I have a broken right hand entering into the playoffs when my team needs me the most, and I'm not here to help them, which means our chances of running through to the finals is going to be null and void. I don't see it happening. Jesus can only do so much. There's only so many miracles that he can work. But my team says no Jesus, no problem. We ended up beating them 4-3. I do come back, but we're down 3-1, and it's not looking good for us. So I had to simulate this to see if maybe we can work some kind of miracle where we can come back from being down 3-1 to come up and win 4-3. And we do win this game. I put up 29, 5, and 10. Adam Morrison and Brandon Jennings showed up to the party as well. And look at this. Kevin Garnett is hurt. And with him being hurt, that gives us a much better chance of making this comeback. And just as I thought, KG being hurt is really making all the difference. I mean, 14 points in 32 minutes. He's just not himself. And Chris Paul can't carry the team all by himself. I think we have a legit chance at actually beating this team. If we do it, we're going to be playing the Lakers in the conference finals. And I can't believe it. We got the 4-1 gentleman sweep against the Lakers. And I'm playing my hometown team, the New York Knicks, in the NBA Finals. If I could get this victory right here, this would cement my legacy as one of the GOATs. And at the end of the day, Jesus gets another championship, and he gets it for the New Orleans Hornets against the New York Knicks. I can't believe it either. The New Orleans Hornets are actually getting a championship. Wow, this really does cement his legacy as one of the GOATs. He never has to win again at this rate. And with another championship comes another Finals MVP trophy for Jesus. Jesus Shuttlesworth is proven to be one of the best Finals performers to ever play the game. And it wouldn't be the LeBron era if LeBron wasn't going to become a free agent, but In this simulation, LeBron is choosing to actually stay with Portland. Maybe it's because he actually won a ring with them. He actually got some help. Doesn't decide to take his talents down to South Beach. Now, me being a Miami Heat fan, I appreciated when he did that. But a lot of us did not actually like that he didn't stay with the Cleveland Cavaliers and win it there. But he did eventually come back. We know how the story goes. Anyway, we're moving on to the next season. And I never thought I'd utter these words, but I am so sad that Adam Morrison is not on my team anymore. He was my second best player. But we do get another MVP to add to our trophy case, and at this point, this should just not be a surprise to anybody whatsoever. This might actually be my best year as an NBA player. But all that is for naught as we run into the Lakers in the conference finals just to get eliminated. And the Detroit Pistons would go on and they win another championship. And look who's going to be the finals MVP. None other than Steph Curry. Look at those numbers. He was absolutely unstoppable. That just tells me that he was torching Eric Bledsoe. He stood no chance. As a new season falls upon us, Jesus is set to become a free agent. But he wants to sign an extension with the New Orleans Pelicans. He's been in this situation before where he was up for an extension and the team didn't sign him. And then he bounces to a new team and wins a championship for them. So maybe New Orleans will learn their lesson here. Looking at his career so far, he's got all the accolades you could ask for. So at this point, is he still playing for legacy or is he playing for money? He has nothing left to prove. And for the first time in his career, Jesus is on a losing team. Heading into the All-Star break, the Hornets are 15-34. And eventually, Jesus is going to get an injury from carrying the team like this. I mean, our third best player, DeAndre Jordan, can only give us 13 points a game. This is insane. We actually miss Adam Morrison, which is words that I never thought I'd say. And because we have to rely so heavily on Brandon Jennings, we're going to miss the playoffs this year. But Steph Curry gets his first MVP. Look at those historic numbers. I wonder if he got the unanimous MVP like he did in real life. Anthony Davis got Rookie of the Year, of course, playing alongside LeBron James. He's bound to get that. But there is one positive takeaway. Jesus got Defensive Player of the Year on a losing team, a team that couldn't make the playoffs. And Klay Thompson got Most Improved. He's on the Pacers. The Bulls are going to take on the Lakers and ultimately win a championship, and Kevin Durant's going to get his first ring and finals MVP. But as we enter into the new season, it looks like Jesus did get an extension with the New Orleans Pelicans. So it's going to be him, Brandon Jennings, and we drafted Victor Oladipo. So we've got a bunch of guards on this team. But this team's not going anywhere until Victor Oladipo develops. This must be how Dame felt all those years when Portland was drafting young guys and he knew he wasn't going to win anything there. And as expected, we have a losing record once again, 17-30. We have one of the worst records in the NBA right now. We're at the bottom of the West. The only team worse than us is the Dallas Mavericks. I have no idea who's even on that roster, but we look like we're just here tanking. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant is winning another MVP and putting up Hall of Fame numbers as expected. Giannis got Rookie of the Year and he's on the Celtics. Can you imagine Giannis on the Celtics and not the Bucks? He's going to be a problem for this team. And even with us having such a horrible season, I once again Defensive Player of the Year. We're on the Pelicans this time. I almost forgot about that. I forgot that the Hornets used to be the Pelicans and now we have the Charlotte Hornets. Whatever. The Pistons go on to win another championship and another finals MVP for Steph Curry. You know, I still believe he got robbed in 2015. Andre Iguodala had no business getting that finals MVP. Should have gone to Curry. And since we're tanking, that definitely means we got ourselves a really good draft position and we end up drafting Jabari Parker. So we are really drafting for the future, but we gave up Brandon Jennings, our second best player. We are really tanking right now. Kevin Durant's going to get himself another MVP and has a down season. Jokic is going to get Rookie of the Year. He's playing for the Raptors now. Gordon Hayward, Sixth Man of the Year. Who gets Defensive Player of the Year? None other but Jesus Shuttlesworth once again. We have the Warriors and Pistons in the finals, and Warriors win the championship, and Jeremy Lin, of all players, is going to get finals MVP. I definitely didn't see this one coming. For the last few seasons, Jesus has been seen as the face of the franchise, even bringing a championship to New Orleans, and now, justifiably so, wants an extension for what could be his possible last run in the NBA. But after missing the playoffs for 2 straight seasons, the writing is on the wall that this team is looking to build through the draft, and Jesus may not be in their plans. Kevin Durant wins MVP, Cat gets Rookie of the Year, Aaron Gordon gets Sixth Man of the Year, and this is the one right here. LeBron James steals another Defensive Player of the Year award from me. I do, however, make the All-NBA team even though I'm injured, but we don't necessarily care about that so much. We're trying to understand how LeBron James put up better defensive stats than I did. None of it makes any sense. Look at this. I'm averaging 2 steals per game and 2.5 blocks per game. I don't think LeBron James stats even compare to that. And to make matters worse, I don't even make an all-defensive team. Dwayne Wade makes it over me. How is this possible? But it doesn't stop there. Even Derrick Rose made it over me. He only had 2 steals and 0.7 blocks per game. At this point, the NBA is conspiring against me. Look at LeBron James' numbers. My numbers far exceed his, and I don't make any all-defensive teams. This is blasphemy. I know this is supposed to be the LeBron era, but this is quickly turning into the KD era. He gets himself another championship and another Finals MVP on LeBron's watch. And as expected, the New Orleans Pelicans got rid of me. They shipped me off. They didn't give me the extension that I was asking for. Looks like they want to build through the draft. Now let's see what team's a believer in Jesus. And I hate to say it, but this just may be the beginning of the end. We got shipped off to the Washington Wizards, who signed us 4 years, $141 million. But I am afraid to say that this may be where his career goes to die. Never in my life did I think I'd be so happy to have Adam Morrison on my team, with D'Angelo Russell, by the way. But unfortunately, Jesus is battling an injury too. This is not how we want the last couple years of his season to go. But like Vince Carter said, I got one more in me, and by one more, I mean one more MVP. I can't believe he's able to get it on this squad. Not only that, but Ben Simmons was able to get Rookie of the Year. Some people forget, but Ben Simmons used to be really good until he ran into Trae Young. And at this point, all you can do is laugh. LeBron James steals another Defensive Player of the Year award from me. I'm telling you, the NBA is conspiring against me. I'm feeling like DeMarcus Cousins right now. This is getting ridiculous. I lead the league in steals, and I lead the league in blocks. And for some reason, I don't make any All-NBA defensive teams. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But as we enter the playoffs, we got the Miami Heat in the first round. And even as the 2 seed, I don't have high hopes for us. I have a feeling that we are not going to make it past the first round. And just as I prophesied, we get eliminated in the first round by the Miami Heat. And for the first time in LeBron James' career, he gets a sweep in the finals. And of course, he gets Finals MVP, only averaging 20 points though. That is kind of surprising. This could quite possibly be Jesus' worst season statistically, and he still wins MVP. What does that say about the rest of the league? Better yet, what does that say about Jesus himself? And he must think very highly of himself, because he's ready to test the open market after another MVP season. He still has some left in the tank, but the Defensive Player of the Year trophy is right back where it's supposed to be. Even though we make the playoffs for the second straight season, we find ourselves down 3-0 again in the first round. Jesus has to take a good amount of blame for this here. How does the MVP only score 8 points in 32 minutes? After being down 3-0, we're down 3-2. Can we possibly get the 3-0 comeback to win it? It looks promising right now. We're up big, but all of a sudden we find some way to choke it away and get eliminated in the first round once again. Jesus' legacy is starting to go down the drain. We can't get out of the first round 2 straight years. And since we got eliminated, the Boston Celtics get the sweep in the finals, and Giannis is going to get Finals MVP. As another season comes to an end, I get myself another MVP. Derrick Rose gets sixth man, and I get another Defensive Player of the Year award. But none of that matters because we can't get out of the first round. Jesus' legacy is going right down the drain. This is 3 straight seasons that this has happened to him. But all that being said, the Nuggets do win a championship behind Gilbert Arenas. How is that possible? He shouldn't even be in the league anymore at this point. And guess what? He's retiring. He's going to ride off into the sunset with a championship. I think the days of Jesus winning MVP might be over, but he does get first team All-NBA. And at age 37, he thinks he deserves another contract extension. I think his time in the league might be coming to an end, especially since Washington missed the playoffs for the first time since Jesus has been there. And the Utah Jazz get it behind Pascal Siakam. But maybe I spoke too soon. Jesus does get a 2-year deal, and I think this might be the very last contract that he gets. And look at this team that they constructed. No way is this team going to be winning anything in the last 2 years. Jesus doesn't win MVP, but he does get Defensive Player of the Year. And anytime he doesn't win MVP, his team doesn't make the playoffs, and that is true this time around too. But as the playoffs do get on, the Atlanta Hawks win their championship behind none other than James Harden. He links up a little baby in Atlanta and gets the job done. And here comes the day we've all been dreading. Jesus is announcing that he will be retiring after this season. Say it ain't so, Jesus. Say it ain't so. But he's not leaving without winning one more Defensive Player of the Year award. As we get to the finals, we have the Bulls and the Mavericks, and the Bulls win another championship and Nikola Jokic gets finals MVP. Throughout this entire playthrough, the Bulls have gotten some legendary players. KD and Jokic, Kyle Lowry too. They can't keep getting away with this. But as the next season comes along, I'm sad to say that the Washington Wizards no longer have Jesus Shuttlesworth on their squad. And that's because he's on the Orlando Magic. He chose not to retire just yet. He feels like the Wolf of Wall Street at this very moment. But this team looks like they're going to do some big things. They got Jesus, Luka, RJ Barrett, Dejounte Murray. This team has a chance, but we don't have any bigs whatsoever. It's a team full of guards. Jesus does announce once again that this will be his last year, and I honestly have to believe him. 20 years in the league, he's 40 years old, he's regressed a little bit. I think it's time for his farewell tour. Jesus is looking to go out with a bang before he hangs it up. We made it all the way to the finals, and we have to play against the Golden State Warriors, who have Kyrie Irving on their team, not Steph. And we take a 1-0 lead, and a 2-0 lead, and a 3-0 lead. But sadly, this is where Jesus' legacy is going to get tarnished, as Jesus is going to be the first player in NBA history to give up a 3-0 lead and actually lose in the NBA Finals. I can't believe that this is how his legacy is going to end. He's won so much, and this is what it comes down to. He was up 3-0 and blew it to Kyrie Irving and the Golden State Warriors. It wasn't meant to be, and this is what Jesus is going to forever be remembered for. So as his career comes to an end, Jesus will get his jersey retired by every team except Orlando for obvious reasons. But let's take a look at his accolades. He averaged 26 points, 13 boards, and 8 assists per game with 2 steals and 2 blocks, while also being a 50, 40, 90 player. He ends his career with 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 13 MVPs, 20 All-Stars, 21st team All-NBA, and 1 third team All-NBA. I think it's safe to say that he's a Hall of Famer. But did he underachieve in his career? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.